Mercy, a word with two meanings, equally important, different yet the same. Tangible moments of when God is made present in our lives.
The day I stumbled upon St. Clement Church, pushed doubt aside, and returned to my faith after 7 years away.
When Father Ken gives his homilies at Mass.
When we pray at church.
Last year when our daughter was hospitalized.
And in our despair, we felt the support of the St. Clement community. From one of my students, after a day of being sick, she gave me a card that said, "I love you," when I got back.
My friend Emily took me to the nurse's office when I got hurt on the playground. I feel mercy when my friend hugs me.
3 months ago, when a series of miracles saved me from being paralyzed.
Last week when Ms. Hogan did not give us homework.
Each day that I sit in this carpool line and keep my cool.
I am 91 years old, and I look back on a long life that is filled with God's mercy. It's been a very good life, and I feel that God's mercy has just plotted it out all for me. I didn't do anything. I just happened to be there at the right time.
Every day for the past 6 years, when I walk through the school and I encounter your children.
Mercy is also seen in our actions. We bring mercy into the world by our own acts of compassion.
When I serve coffee and a warm smile.
When I help my friends through hard times. When my brother broke a Wii remote and I forgave him.
As a minister of care, as I share the bread of life with those in need.
I show mercy when I make rainbow headscarves for other kids like me.
As a facilitator of Rainbows, a support group that counsels children who have suffered a divorce in their family or loss of a parent.
When our family shared our love and our resources to help a Burmese Muslim refugee family set down roots in Chicago.
When our entire student body donated over 500 books and raised over $1,000 to donate to our sister school, St. Margaret of Scotland.
For 10 years on Service Day, when about 400 parishioners and myself gave up Saturdays in order to show concern for those in need.
The week we spent in El Salvador, when we were welcomed into strangers' homes.
And while they had so little, they gave us everything. And despite these meager circumstances, they were so joyful.
And truly believed in the love of God.
This year as Catholics, we celebrate the Jubilee Year of Mercy. Tonight, as members of St. Clement, we celebrate the Jubilee of Anchor Ball, 25 years of keeping our mission, a mission of mercy, thriving. The goal of tonight's paddle raise is $120,000. This money is essential to our operating budgets. By raising your paddle tonight, you acknowledge that you believe in the mission and ministry of St. Clement. As part of Clement Commits, to extend our mission of mercy, 10% of tonight's paddle raise will go to Lincoln Park Community Shelter.
It will be 31 years this month since a group of young people from St. Clement's and from a few of the other parishes in the neighborhood decided they wanted to do something about helping homeless people who were in the neighborhood. And at that time what they did was start a shelter that provided shelter at night only, and only during the coldest part of the winter. And then, unfortunately, the guests really had to be turned out onto the street again. 31 years later, the Lincoln Park Community Shelter is now a full-service, 24/7 operation, offering an array of social services to homeless men and women and giving them terrific opportunities to get the kind of resources that they need in order to move on and become comfortable and independent again. So it's a real blessing to have the opportunity to be a part of that community, and it's a blessing for the guests at Lincoln Park Community Shelter to have the support of St. Clement's community.
In the words of Pope Francis, what a beautiful truth of faith this is for our lives, the mercy of God. God's love for us is so great, so deep. It is an unfailing love one that always takes us by the hand and supports us, lifts us up, and leads us on. Tonight, help us to lead on